Deputy Alan Kelly.
Thank you. I won't be long, Concordia. Minister, obviously there's an urgency here regarding this. Section 15.3 of the Mental Health Act 2001 is unconstitutional. It was a big judgment. I think it was a proper judgment. When you read into it, it's actually surprising it didn't happen before, is my view. It's the correct judgment, and obviously the stay has given us time to deal with this issue, and the Labour Party will be obviously supporting this small piece of legislation, but a very important piece of legislation that's before us tonight. I think it does, this piece of I think the amendments are what you're proposing in the bill in relation to the review after 3 months. They allowing for the right of a review is the correct procedure, is the correct way to go about it, with a couple of variations of options. I think the one you picked is the correct one, and obviously there is the right to appeal furthermore to the Circuit Court, which is a natural right. I think the one thing that this throws up is obviously in the broader issue the requirement for a new bill in relation to the whole area of mental health based on the expert review. It's been spoken about here. I'm not going to repeat it. I've raised it before. I think even in the coming months, if we could get some outline in relation to the type of bill, it might be a bit of a stretch to get the heads of a bill, but if we could get somewhere along there, it would be progress before we all go off into election mode, whenever that is. But I also think that it opens up the whole issue of the various different advocacy organisations who are doing a job, who are trying to help, and the whole area of provision of information and the rights of individuals, and to make sure that they are being provided with the correct information to uphold their constitutional rights and their civic rights as well, and that their liberty is protected. And the whole flow of information, I think what this piece of legislation brings about, and the judgment that was made, it reminds us of how important it is to protect the provision of information and people's rights, but also it gives us an opportunity to reflect on how best information flow and information provision can be maintained for individuals, so that they have autonomy, so that they can be in a situation where they can make decisions regarding their own situation, and we can support the advocacy groups out there who are helping in so many ways, and we can focus in on that whole area maybe a little bit more into the future. Obviously we need to pass this bill, we need to get it put through before the deadline that has been set by the court, but it does shine a light on the need for us all to make sure we focus in on those areas that I've just spoken about as well in the meantime. Thank you very much.